Now from Colorado's capital city, welcome to Denver. This is Empower Field at Mile High. Today, rivals collide in the AFC West. It's the LA Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go from Denver. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
You know, you think back, Mike, to a year ago, 6 quarterbacks taken in the first round of the NFL draft, and Bo Nix was probably the least heralded coming out of college, but was able to lead his team to the playoffs, and he really did it by earning his job out of training camp, and he never looked back. 29 touchdown passes, the most ever by a rookie in Broncos history. Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
Now, this looks like a design run. He takes off. 17 yards on that play. First down, Broncos.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead goes Harvey. Whoa! An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 42 yards.
Another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Well, how about that for a statement on your opening drive, Mike? I mean, we knew coming in that they wanted to get this run game going, but man, boy, did they ever.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Denver. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead.
Broncos 7, Chargers nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
You know, we all knew how talented Herbert was, especially coming out of school, and he's had a lot of great success in his first couple years, but it just seems like him and Harbaugh, doesn't it seem like they just have a great connection? They both understand each other, the strengths, the weaknesses, and he's really turned into a polished quarterback. I mean, the big number last year, 17 starts, only 3 interceptions.
Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there, and more times than not, he's going to run under it, but in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw is Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
The Broncos.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's good for a
They get the
Broncos
conversion in a
first
big
down.
way. That's good for
First and
29
10
yards.
at the 33-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
There's a short one taken by Ingram. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw. It's Nix. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Nix from the gun on third down. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly...
Good blocking, and he's in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos.
Tell you what, this offense has come out, and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field, and then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Lutz for the extra point.
After.
He's got it. Broncos move out on top, 14-0.
14. Chargers, nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready for their second possession. They're an early hold, 14-0. I'll start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now, Herbert. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
That one's down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41.
16 yards.
A gain there of 16 yards. And the Chargers have the first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert to the air again. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. To the goal line and in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
First down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Nix to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Good for a Broncos First down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now hits the rookie, Omarion Hampton. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. On play action. Now Herbert. He's across midfield. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, LA. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer, because right now, they don't have one.
Dicker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And he'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Nix. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
This is 3rd and 6. To throw is Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 29.
They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
18.
Well, they hook up again, 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
15-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective.
And he's in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Broncos have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
14.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Pistol here for Herbert. Left side, catch made by McConkey. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
A
16
big half
yards.
continues. Already
And the
2
Chargers,
touchdowns on the score
down.
sheet. And here, this grab gets
gain
him a
of
first
16
down.
yards. First down, Chargers.
A run. This is Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Tight end going in motion here. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. And they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Nix gonna keep it on the zone read. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Broncos 1st down.
So, Mike,
First
at the
and 10
core
at
of
the
a successful
31-yard
zone
line.
read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner, the quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big game.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd
I think the
and
days
9
where cornerbacks are
at
either
the
unwilling or
32-yard line.
unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
On 2nd down, oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
So, Mike, look where the corner came from on this blitz. He's all the way on the perimeter of the formation. This particular protection, they're not accounting for what they call corner cat. By the time the quarterback realizes he's blitzing, it's too late, and he's got no choice but to just take the sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Nix's pass.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
This fielded inside the 35. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Chargers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give him 14 on that play. 1 play, 1 first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On first down, right back to him. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss. On his way to a nice pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. Disley is the man in motion. Another run here with Hampton. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jahdae Barron is there to make the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Herbert now on first down. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. He will score! Kimani Vidal. Touchdown Chargers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. And the Chargers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain.
Another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Nix. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And the Broncos are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He is down at the 6.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter.
2nd down. Nix. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
This one caught at the 4. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming.
It's now 4th and goal.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal.
21-yard attempt.
This about as short as you can get. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will take a 24-21 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. To the middle of the field, he's got Johnston. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Yards on the play.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
He's got his tight end, Arande Gadsden the second. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
And they will get the first down here and move into field goal range inside the 25.
19 more yards. That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll lead to a second down. Herbert to the air again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
Third and long.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So now, fourth down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. This one from 41 yards out. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will tie this game up here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Here's Rad McConkey to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Both these offenses have been informed. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's first and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6. Allen in motion. Herbert to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Slot man in motion right. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the give, here's Hampton. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
They'll go again with Hampton. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle.
Just shy of midfield. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Third and 7. To throw, it's Herbert. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Broncos offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Harvey, and he'll get about 6 there. Setting up 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A run once more, that's Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Work in the middle, that's Harvey. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Nix to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 6.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
20. And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Deshaun Hand in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
You certainly don't want to be wasting downs at this stage of the game, but with nothing open, I can't really blame him. There was really nowhere to go with the ball. You don't want to start throwing into tight coverage, and he just has to simply throw that one away.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Throwing. Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
It's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
What's his kick? Is good. And the Broncos will move out in front, 27-24.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Hampton. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
At the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Catch made there by Allen. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
A gain of 10 yards.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
50-yard line.
On play action, it's Herbert. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
On first down, it's Hampton. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. P.J. Locke up to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Throwing now is Herbert. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
A 30-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers will tie the game here in the third quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So, the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Denver 1st down.
46-yard line.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
More yards.
Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the give, it's Harvey.
R.J. Harvey, the ball carrier. Tony Jefferson on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Again, it's Harvey. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. 1st down, Broncos.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Tony Jefferson on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Back to throw is Nix. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Lutz for the extra point.
After.
The kick is good. The Broncos will go up by 7.
Makes the score Broncos 34, Chargers 27.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On first down, Herbert to the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, L.A.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Throwing right, that's Johnston.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
First down, Chargers.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Hampton. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Herbert to throw on second down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From the gun on third down, Herbert. He's going to pick up the first down and more. And he will get into the end zone. Allen, touchdown, L.A. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance. They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On first down, here's Nix to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's now second
Timing
and 10.
and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. On the give, this is Harvey. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Run between the tackles for Hampton. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Herbert. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. 3rd down coming up.
At this stage of the game, one play could be the difference between winning and losing, and that dangerous throw is just a little risky for my liking. I understand the notion of trying to make a play and being aggressive, but one turnover here, and this game could be over.
12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. you are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And if he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive, he's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late. The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
That one complete to Johnston. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to change it. It's a first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Zach Allen in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Putting the tight end in motion. Herbert now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
You know, kind of interesting. You don't see a lot of teams play dime personnel down here in the real low red zone, Mike, but great job by the defensive coordinator anticipating pass, right personnel, right coverage, and really muddied up that back end for the quarterback.
A 26-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. On the return, here's Mims. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. Knicks now on 1st and 10. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17, and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of
So,
5
2 minutes to
brings up
play
second
here
and
in the
5.
second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, it is 2nd down and 5. They'll drop to throw. He'll step up and run this. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
First down.
You know, Mike, I like
First and
everything
10 at
about
the
this play
34-yard line.
except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
13-yard gain.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got it at the 7. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
The previous play is under review.
And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Broncos have taken a 4-point advantage.
41, Chargers 37.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return is McConkey. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over.
The Chargers offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. It is 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That is into the hands of Allen downfield.
A gain of
17 yards on that connection. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
And now after that big
47-yard
completion,
line.
Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best 1st down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
And that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan McMillan. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.